From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. John Brown, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 77 yards, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now it's LaShawn McCoy, first carry against his forward Buffalo mates. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yellow.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to him, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Mahomes now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play fake. Mahomes under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. He can run for it, and he will. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Mahomes again. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. 7 yards there and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Here's Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley.
At the 17-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Trying to find a lane, but instead they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. Find John Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Let's go. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges.